Good evening, everybody. Hell's Unicorn once again, and I've decided to step in on a little something here that's been going on over the past day or so. Not because I necessarily have a stake in the outcome of this little feud that's been going on, but more so because I need to make a couple of points just for everybody's general consideration. And I know most of the people involved probably don't know me, except for maybe through comments I may have left on some of their channels over the course of the past year and a half, but this has to do specifically with Atheism Is Unstoppable, a person who I've followed more out of curiosity than anything else, just because he's said a couple of reasonable things on matters of race and also on just the general decay of society within America, which is kind of curious considering that he kind of left this place and went somewhere else in Europe. But I was taken aback several months ago by the fact that this person who made some reasonably good points seemed to completely contradict all of them with his voting habits, namely his support of Hillary Clinton. And I'm not going to get into the particulars of where I think he is, displaying cognitive dissonance with his voting as opposed to the things he's said, but I'm just going to say outright that I take serious issue with his sentiments that people that decided to vote for Donald Trump are despicable human beings with no sense of reality. Devin, I'm just going to talk to you man to man here, and you can say whatever you like about me. I'm a nobody with barely any subscribers that hasn't really made any waves in the past 10 years I've been on YouTube, but hey, what the hell. Your candidate spent a fair amount of time during each presidential debate saber-rattling with Russia. This went on while yours truly was in Kharkiv, Ukraine, about maybe a couple hours' drive from the border with Russia. I was scared the fuck out of my wits at hearing the kind of shit that was rolling out of Hillary Clinton's tongue. Setting up a no-fly zone in Syria? Are you kidding me? You want to play chicken with a nuclear power that is probably ahead of us now in the nuclear arms race because we've been, basically sitting on the sidelines for 30 years. So who knows what kind of science fiction tech Russia has ever since Putin's taken over and started rebuilding their infrastructure. I don't like the idea of kicking off World War III with somebody who's probably a lot bigger and a lot tougher than we are at present, taking into consideration the fact that we are currently in a five-front war in the Middle East, courtesy in big part to your candidate, Hillary Clinton. This is the irony of a supposed backwater, Bible-beaten Presbyterian like myself lecturing you about the issue of war and peace. I thought you atheists were supposed to be the rational ones who wanted to seek out logical solutions to the world's problems. And here you are bitching like a little fucking 5-year-old girl about the fact that the biggest warmonger this century just lost an election to somebody who was admittedly a bit theatrical and a bit flamboyant, but nonetheless far more reasonable on matters of mass life or death, aka foreign policy. Might I also add that the long-standing relations, I might add, between the Philippines and America was royally fucked not long ago by Barack Obama, and now thanks to Hillary Clinton losing the election, we are actually going to salvage our diplomatic relations with said country rather than lose them to China. The crazy just keeps getting crazier with these people. I want to give a shout out to Andy Warski, Sargon of Akkad, The Undoomed, and anybody else who actually showed at least some inkling of reasonable thought on this election. And a personal fuck you to Atheism Is Unstoppable. I don't know what the hell your problem is, but you have no business lecturing anybody on rationality. You can take both Harris and Krause and jam them up your ass, since I know you've been up both of their asses for most of your time on YouTube. With prudence to myself and benevolence to all of you, good evening.